So, tonight on the expert playlist, we complete the loop from the last episode. I'm sure you already know what happened. Yeah. I ended up buying it. Don't judge me. It's fine. It was so cool! Ah! And, now, because I'm a man of my word, and a purveyor of physical medias, I now have no choice but to play this game off of a disc. I forgot oh! Oh, cruel and unkind future. One that forces me to place discs inside my console. It's amazing. I've never felt more like a gamer, TM. But yeah, after hastily tracking down a physical copy because the demo was just too much for my small human brain, we were going to find ourselves here, right? We find ourselves here at the start of Final Fantasy XVI, or, interestingly enough, wherever the game leaves us after the demo. Uh-oh. See, there you go. It says the thing. It says the thing about the demo. I don't know what that means as far as progression and the like, but I'm sure it'll start us off right at a, right in a nice little sweet spot of the story. After all, we did watch Clive's brother get absolutely hammered in Phoenix bird form by a giant dog. Listen, it was Ifrit just slapping the taste out of the Phoenix's mouth. That Phoenix said, "I'm literally the Phoenix down. You can't harm me." He said, "I always get the highest rolls. I have self-res. You can't deplete my limit break bar." And then Ifrit said, "Oh, really? Fine. I'm going to pull your feathers out one by one by your neck." I have birds. That hurt to watch. You have no idea how much that hurt. That hurt my soul. I'm just saying, I feel like clips were saved. Were clips not saved? I feel like on the last episode we really had to have a heart to heart. Can you tell what I've been playing? Yeah, see, here we go. Just a small recap of just what happened. I have to remind myself that this is a Final Fantasy game and that this is what we were doing last episode. When I thought I would only be playing the demo of this and then, packing it in forever. Like, what are we doing? You know what it's like hearing a young British boy's voice come out of a giant flaming bird? Good lord. See, like, what? Back in my day, boss fights, they sat still. You hit them with a few attacks, they attacked back. They didn't literally run away from you as you pursued them. An actual hot pursuit through a cavern that's being ripped apart. I just... Look at this! I cannot stress. I cannot stress just how ridiculous this is. This was probably the moment I mentally bought the game. Just throwing that out there. That's the moment I mentally, mentally made my purchase. So you can see where I'm coming from. Again, this child is a buzzard. Buzzard child. So anyway, we're transferring the demo from that to the real game. So welcome to the expert playlist, where we continue Final Fantasy XVI from that. I know the old God of War school of game design, where we say to people, oh yeah, look, we're going to show you the craziest shit in the first hour or so, and then sprinkle regular ass game design on you for the next 10 or so hours. This is Squeenix, though. And I have a very strong feeling. What's happening to my voice? Oh gosh. Yeah, as I was saying, and I have a very strong feeling that Square is going to be possessed with a need to outdo themselves, not only from a storytelling perspective, because we've got some political intrigue with the 5 factions, the 5 crystals, but just this action presentation is just throwing me for a loop. It seems like it's just never going to stop. It's just going to be seamless. It's going to be endless, and I'm kind of here for this because it takes a lot, It takes a lot. Takes a lot to get one back into Final Fantasy. Ooh.
Welcome back. Sorry. What's our situation? Let's just say Shiva and Titan's little spat hasn't made things any easier.
I knew that was Shiva. They didn't want to say anything, but the writing was on the wall. We all knew who that really was.
And? It's as you thought. The Crusaders have sounded the retreat.
Then we follow.
We're down a man, Sergeant.
I mean, what do you want to do, bro? A rock landed on him. There's nothing you can do about that.
I'll take my chances with the Iron Blood. At least then I might die fighting. After you do, that is.
I won't be dying. Not today.
Then it's settled. No dying. Now, if you don't mind, we have an army to chase.
Can I just say for the record, I love his voice. What's this trophy mean? Rise from your reverie. Literally a flashback. I'm normally not a big fan of the flashback as narrative device, but come on, man. We're actively messing with me today. Oh, whoops. Hold on a minute. There we go. I mean, something tells me we won't need the thing, but
How do they expect us to
you
kill
never know.
something that can do this?
They don't. Only the girl holding its leash.
I suppose that makes sense. feel like I should have a button other than X. Like, considering the game's controls, I don't remember the controls to a T. But I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. I'd love to come up with a custom button config for this game and this game alone. Something interesting, especially since it doesn't seem to use left on the D-pad for anything meaningful. We can map that.
All the old trails are gone. It'll be hell finding a way out.
Do you think a retreating army and their dominant will fare any better?
One thing I'm curious about is the frame rate. I've had a couple of friends and some trusted sources complain about the frame rate in and out of battle. I'm playing this game at 720p because that's what I stream at, so we'll have to see.
By the flames.
Oi. Okay, so we are actually continuing from where the demo left off. Not the icon challenge, but the actual first half of the demo. The one that outlines just what happened to Clive when he was younger. What, like some odd 13 years ago? Yeah. Poor Clive. You hate to see it.
Did you hear that?
Down there.
I'm hearing a lot, guys. You gotta be specific.
So, Titan has knocked the fight out of our Ironblood friends. Where are the rest of them? That can't be the main host.
Wait.
Who's that?
Our fortunes have turned, Sergeant. It's her.
The dominant. Are you certain?
The Crystalline Orthodox is a backwards faith for a backwards people. In the Iron Kingdom, they teach that dominants are unclean aberrations, born of blackest sin. Only their priests are allowed to perform the rites of priming. And I see.
It's a little rude.
We end this quickly.
It's a little bit rude. The Crystalline Orthodox. We're the good guys, right? We're the good guys, right? That's a child, my guy. Why? Okay, so she's a dominant who's being used against her will.
What Alvation Naukin, Alan Scully asked.
Let this be the end.
I mean, you're about to faint. You can just stand there and get stabbed.
Davis, care to kill some Iron Blood?
Gladly.
Wyvern, you focus on the target.
Understood.
I have to remember I don't have a ton of moves. At least not at the moment. Why is there a trophy called shit? I'm gonna have to figure out what that means. Oh, I remember the controls. Woo! I tried to dodge that, but my brain doesn't understand that R1 is a dodge button yet. I dodged that, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You can have that.
Orders, Sergeant! Stop gawping and move! Fucking Icon. Icon? She's not even fully primed.
I will not have their blood on my hands.
I don't know. You seem pretty content to have it on it from back here. I feel like surrendering would just, you know, nip this in the bud. Bye. Sure you can. Literally Shiva. Okay, now my assumption is that she wanted to die. I'm under the impression that she wanted to die because she would rather be controlled by someone whose intentions are just than by someone, you know, who's, you know, used. I feel like she's just kind of being used to maim and pillage. And R-word. It's not fun. I'm pretty sure, you know, it's like being a head crab. You know, you don't want to be witness to your own powers being used for nefarious deeds. What is happening behind me? My television is so distracting. Oof.
Is she dead?
I don't think so.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Mega Manor. I know you can. I've already been spoiled by the icon challenge. There's only one way you start walking around with a pocket full of icons. Alright?
No.
Just hit her.
No, that's not you. Not here.
I'll bloody
What can
do it
he
then.
do? It's almost like he can see inside of them. Oh!
Fuck.
Did George R.R. Martin write this? What the hell?
We've got company, Wyvern.
I mean, can anyone just die at any time? Fuck. Can I form bonds with these people? Ah!
What the hell are you doing?
Lord Ohida Vedra!
Get your ass over here and help me with these bastards.
Dragonborn over there knows something we don't. I'm telling you, he's about to. I'm telling you. Do it.
What is wrong with you, Wyvern?
Dominant. I know her. Know her?
Look around you. Do you think any of these animals care? I need you here.
Now that that's done,
I won't ask you again, Wyvern. Take her head so we can be done with
He
this.
said he knows her. Where does he know her from?
I can't.
Oh, is that his friend?
You would betray the Holy Empire?
I mean,
Betray? I don't recall ever pledging allegiance to your emperor. My service may have been bought with this brand, but not my loyalty. I just fight to survive.
And you think I don't? The Empire will have our heads if we return empty-handed. So if you won't take hers, I'll have to take yours.
I told you, Sergeant. I'm not dying here today. And neither is she. Let's find out.
yo, you messed with the wrong one today, dude.
Wyvern! Have you forgotten who plucked you from the front lines? Who trained you? Who gave you a
Is my
name?
R1 button broken? Let's go.
You speak as if we don't bear the same brand, Sergeant. I've always had a name, and I've not forgotten it.
Still clinging to the past like a torn blanket. Then you will die, as you should have 13 years.
I'm gonna get better at this, I swear. Let's do some parry practice. I'm with it. Let's go.
For nothing. No one. And I will not fall by your hand.
Are you sure about that?
Take your head.
Ooh. Yeet.
By a traitor's blade.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this mixture of linear story progression and one-on-one battles. Again, you know, you don't have to have random fights in order for things to, you know, stay interesting or in order to pad out the runtime. Not if you make every fight meaningful. That's really cool, you know? And I'm not a traitor. You know, I'm not a traitor. If anything, you're a traitor because, you know, you shouldn't blindly follow orders. Blind loyalty is not a sign of integrity. That's why you did. You should have chosen allegiance to your brother and not allegiance to some weird empire that tells you to kill women and children. Oh shit. My boy! What'd I tell you? I said it. I said it. Okay. I didn't know we were bringing Odin to a sword fight. I see my man Odin walk out with a 10-foot long beard, I'm gonna scream. Who is that? Oh, it's the dog. It's Sid. It's Sid.
This way. Bloody wind.
I love his voice.
Come on, then.
He's giving me the Blum. He's giving me the Blum vibe.
Fuck.
Someone put a lot of F-bombs into the script, you know, for the sake of maturity. Clearly. Who is Sid's voice actor? I must know.
Hugo, dear, my proud desert lion. Would that you had taken care when chasing the hare? I expected more from the mighty Titan. You put the Ice Queen on her back. No doubt. But you'll have to work harder if you're to claim this prize.
My lady, the thunder.
We'll be hearing more soon enough.
Well,
They always were fucking snakes, Sid. Gather the men. We have work to do.
I wonder what their history is. You know, you see a bunch of people get struck down by lightning. You're not terribly surprised by that occurrence. You got history with the guy that does that kind of thing, right? At least that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting from it. Is that really his friend? From way, way, way long ago? Oh, it is 13 years later. How old is this dog?
Fine hound I see before me.
A fine hound who saved your life.
Dog is literally like 18 years old right now. Yo, shout outs to the dog.
Torgal.
Torgal, that's the dog's name.
His name is Torgal.
I've been calling him dog since the
Your
demo.
horses. Well then, you won't mind taking him off my hands.
Look at him, he's fuzzy.
Funny. I'd always pictured you as more the chocobo type. Clive Rosfield. Come now. Fleet as flame, fierce as a wildfire. That there was the blessing of the Phoenix. I'd heard rumours that you'd survived, but I never paid them much heed. Calm down. I didn't come all this way for your handsome mug. Now her, on the other hand, she seemed worth muddying my boots for.
Why? She seems kind of dead. I mean, I'm not trying to be, you know... I'm not trying to be heartless, but...
Still, might be best to get a second opinion.
I don't know, man.
Back her up.
I feel like we can let the vultures have her.
Not another.
Hodor?
I mean it.
What happened?
Well, I'm not about to leave her here. Not one with a warm bed waiting. It's alright.
You communicate entirely through, like, rhythmic and tonal moans.
You do want to help her, don't you?
He's going to be a very difficult companion to roll with if that's the case.
Sid, if we aren't back soon, Nan'll have our heads.
Oh no, someone's named after bread. You know he's going to be a pain in the ass.
I'll explain everything once we're back at the hideaway. Come on.
What do you think, dog? I love the way they didn't lead me in with any text. They just kind of threw me back into the story and said, hey, yeah, just... We've got you. I forget it. Anytime you can hit the touchpad, apparently, for some active time lore, it'll explain things to you along the way. So should we ever get confused, you know, just speak up in the chat. We'll hit this button and see exactly what it does for, you know, those of us who cannot memorize 1,000 pages worth of lore. Yeah, look at the size of this thing. We're going to be here a while. We're going to be here a while. If I showed you the map that came with this thing, it's like the size of my television. It's wild. So something tells me there's going to be a fair amount of game here, okay? You know when they let you look at it in 3D that it's serious. If not anything else, we have 1, 2, 3 crystal-driven kingdoms, 4. Okay, I'm assuming we're representing each of the elements here. They're waiting for me, the one true avatar, the last of the airbenders himself, the last race bender. Look at this. You've got fire, you've got ice, you've got the walk, and you've got, you know what, this isn't matching up. These elements aren't matching up. Wait, what's happening here? Well, I suppose more will be explained as the game goes on. Clive, where are we headed? Follow Sid to his hideaway? If that was as simple as just clicking the hideaway, why'd they make me do that? Why didn't we just go?
Not much further now.
But we're in the middle of the Deadlands.
Keen eye, you. The blight sucked this place dry. Meaning no trees, no birds, and no magic. But it also means no neighbors.
The last place anyone would think to look.
Or the first. Where would they hide? I don't know. Let's go to the place with all the dead things. Go to the elephant graveyard.
Home sweet home.
He lives in a cave with a box of scraps.
From royalty to this. 13 years later. This is why they say 13's an unlucky number. Oh. It's pretty dope. Very earthy. Oh, it's a Moogle. I'm sorry.
This place. These are fallen.
I'm gonna lose it.
Well, we didn't think they'd mind. And it keeps the black from our lungs.
But how do you survive without magic?
How does anyone? Hard work and a bit of nous. You must be starving. We grow them here, believe it or not. Suit yourself.
You're back.
Ah, Talia.
And this is the Dominant.
How cold since we found her. I was hoping you might give her a look over.
All right. Goots, get her upstairs.
But none will...
Don't fret about Karen. I've taken care of her fee.
All of it?
She's the best healer this side of the belt.
No. He does say whole words. Okay. I was worried for a moment.
Have a look around. I'll be in my soul.
Blank locked bearer.
If you can read, don't let Otto know. We'll put you to work on the ledgers too.
Oh man.
He's not out chasing runes.
When lightning struck, his yoke did break, his life his own again. With thunder's roll, he knew his fate and would fight it to the end. Well, what do you think? I woke this morn inspired.
I mean, he's literally a spoony bard. What do you want me to say? Can we appreciate the reference? I don't think y'all understand. It took 11 Final Fantasies for this joke to come back around. It took 11 Final Fantasies for this joke to come back. You spoony bard. I love it. Gotta respect a game that knows where it came from. You feel me? I want to see what's going. We're going to the. That's what this bar is called. It's called the Fat Chocobo. That's great. I wish I could buy a drink there. That's unfortunate. Reservoir, the faucets, the storeroom.
I'm not going back to that life. Ever. You hear me?
What was she?
Oh, great. Even if it means never seeing the sun again.
What were they? Elaborate. What were you, disheveled women? Were you minors?
Still hungry,
Did they have you chopping down trees? Working in the sewers? The medieval sewers? When you don't specify, I end up thinking the worst, you know? There's plenty of jobs I would never work that I'd never work again in life, but you know. Anything having to do with feces is definitely at the top of the list. Sounds like me at work. Grunt.
Another newcomer.
Grunt.
You mind the rules round here, or our next chat will be through the bars. Another newcomer. You mind the rules round here, or our next chat will be through the bars.
You lucky they don't even let me push the punch people buttons. Alright. I guess the last place to go really would be the faucets. I'm a very thorough person, okay? I feel like you should be.
The washroom floor's all mended then?
It'll hold. For now.
For now. I guess that wasn't good enough for him. I love the way this place looks.
Sid once told me
This is such a welcome change from the old, you know, steampunk aesthetic.
she once was. She'll eventually remember her purpose. All she needs is a little reminding. Sid once told me The blight doesn't kill the land, it only makes her forget who she
I
once
suppose.
was. She'll eventually remember her purpose. All she needs is a little reminding.
That's an odd way to put it, but I agree. Usually letting Mother Nature be, when mankind kind of steps out of the way and just lets nature be nature, usually get the best outcome. I remember Ken Levine said something about, you know, BioShock. About Rapture being in the ocean. And it also says a lot about things like industrialization and, you know, combing down forests to make cities and factories. But basically, by the time you get to Rapture, it's already in disarray. It's falling apart. The water's coming in through the cracks. The systems are failing. The heating system's failing. The cooling systems are failing. Water's flooding in 2/3 of the city. And he said, you know, it's because ultimately, you know, despite the achievements of men, and I'm heavily paraphrasing here, but despite everything they achieved in order to build Rapture, ultimately the city does not, the ocean does not want a giant city inside of it. The ocean wants to be the ocean. And, you know, in that way, the fact that Rapture was falling apart and in such heavy disrepair was just a sign of the ocean reclaiming its space, so to speak. You know, like, you had a nice 2-year run, humanity. I'm taking that little space back. Yeah, I feel the same way about these really weird lived-in spaces, that these destroyed ruins, these destroyed beautiful places that, you know, ultimately are a result of carving through the earth in unnatural ways. But slowly but surely, it morphs. Slowly but surely, the earth reclaims its space back, and then you get something else entirely. How fascinating. Imagine in medieval times you dealt with that a lot. I mean, you didn't really have the tools to remodel too much, so.
Just working on a pet project of mine.
Can you imagine this place when it was beautiful?
Biting the hand that feeds her. All right. I was hoping we might try and solve the mystery of poor Clive Rossfield, a bearer of the Sambrequois Imperial Army sent behind enemy lines, with orders to wait until it turned into a brawl, then slit the dominant's throat in the chaos.
I didn't know it was her. How could it be?
And so, to save her neck, you slit your sergeants, then set your sights on the hills, conveniently forgetting how the Empire deals with deserters. Because with that on your chop, my friend, we both know you won't be getting far. You've fallen a long way, Lord Rossfield. I'll not have it said that I'm a poor host.
What do you mean to do with her?
Do with her? Why, nothing. Her life is her own now. If I wanted to use her, do you think I'd be talking to you? All I want to do is help. Dominants like her, branded like you. Of course, the realm doesn't approve, which is why we live in a cave. And it's also why we need help. From branded who know one end of a sword from the other. What say you, Clive? Will you join us?
Ragtag band of freedom fighters? Liberating the people from the bullshit of the land?
Sid, was it? I trust that you'll do right by Jill. until my brother is avenged. I must walk my own path.
Avenged?
My brother was murdered by a second dominant of fire.
Phoenix's evil twin. Oh, bugger me. Another rumor proven true.
I only stand here today because of Joshua. 13 years I've waited for this chance. I've slept in filth, drunk from a gutter, killed more men than I can count. You're right. The Empire will not suffer a deserter. This will be my best opportunity. My last.
Which is why you should join us.
I told you I'm not
interested, I know. One of my scouts sent word there's a group of branded fugitives north of here, in the Imperial village of Lostwing. Among them is one he believes to be a dominant of fire.
Is he certain?
What say we go and ask him?
This doesn't mean I'm joining you.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Let's make ready then.
By the way, where do I sign up?
In the main hall, as well as a few things you don't. Have fun. It's downstairs. Try not to get lost.
I mean, I might. This place is kind of huge. It's half habitated, half catacomb. What's with this guy's voice?
Sid asked me to make ready for our mission. How does one go about that here?
Well, there's old Nan's place. On second thoughts, you maybe want to see Blackthorn first.
Is the guy that grunted at me earlier? I don't know about that guy.
To the forge it is then.
He grunted at me.
Oh, wait, no, hold up. You'll be needing this. Blackthorn won't take no notice of you otherwise. Might not anyway.
That's what I'm saying. He just grunted at me. I said, hey, Blackthorn, how you doing? Nah. So, Blackthorn, lovely weather we're having in the cave. Nah. So, Blackthorn, your mother, nah. You know, nothing worked. I guess we'll see now.
Are you Blackthorn?
Oh. He does speak.
I'm not here to talk. I'll be accompanying Sid to Lostwing, and I need you to see to my equipment.
You could be accompanying the goddess Krieger to our holy bedchamber for all I care. I'm not lifting a finger for you.
Is that so?
Do you want that or not? I can take it back.
Oh, damn you, Goots. All right. No need to be hasty. Let's have a look at you. I doubt that lot could stay a Moogle's fart. Bloody Imperials.
A Moogle's fart.
I'd rather see their bearers dead than kitted out properly. I'll do what I can, as a favor to Goot's mind.
Nice. And hold X to craft or upgrade. Ooh. That's simple and uncomplicated.
Caesar Square. You want anything else? You bring your own material.
Do I have to keep paying him in booze?
Thank you.
I have to keep paying him in increasing amounts of booze?
A word of advice. Don't let Sid decide what's best for you.
That's cryptic.
I suppose I should thank Goots.
Thanks, Goots.
The gift worked. You have my thanks.
Continental rum.
Come on, nearly there.
Okay.
You, blankets, quick as you like.
Where's his friend? Poor thing.
Right, you make him comfortable while the bed's made up. Well, you're just gonna stand there? Someone fetch some water.
I'll get the bucket. You go and see if Otto needs out, eh?
Wait, me?
And this...
What the hell have I got myself into?
This is how you unwittingly get invested in the people down here.
Who are they?
Huh? They're freed Imperial bearers. Who the hell are you? Shit, at this rate, he won't make it through the night. Think you can find your way up them stairs to the infirmary? We need Tyre. Well, go on. Shift your ass.
Was Ty the one looking after Jill?
I mean, I never. Nobody told that kid to have a migraine and $1 million baby himself into the fetal position. That's not my fault.
Your friend needs her rest. There'll be time for tearful reunions once she's recovered.
I'm not here for Jill. You're wanted downstairs. There are injured bearers in need of attention.
Well,
And now you feel like a jerk.
I did say so.
She was waiting up there practicing that line for the moment she saw him, and then it blew up in her face. She was like, look, I'm not a Jill babysitting service, okay?
He's going to be all right. But I'll need to examine them both in the infirmary. My work's just begun.
Another fine day at the hideaway.
Do many of the bearers who come here arrive in this state?
It's no easy thing, casting off your chains. By the time most pluck up the courage, they're already too far gone. These two here are the lucky ones. The name's Otto. You need anything? You ask me.
Well, Otto, I do need some supplies.
Do you now? Then Lady Karen over there will be more than happy to help you.
This is amazing.
Right.
I love the way we're meeting everybody.
Oh. And thanks. Be seeing you.
Not likely. I won't be staying.
Is that right? Well, for as long as you are here, consider yourself welcome. You helped us today, and we won't forget it.
Interesting. Sure. Oh, wow. The fat chocobo.
Who are these people? I need supplies for my journey to Lostwing. Otto said you could provide them.
What's that? Does the newcomer think it proper to make demands of a poor old matron before even introducing himself?
It's Clive.
Well, Clive, I hear that dog is yours. Since he followed Sid home one night, I've seen to it that his chin's rubbed and his belly fed. Though I suppose that's your job now. Unless you lose him again.
I won't. Not again. Thank you for watching him.
So, were you gonna buy something? What? You didn't think I'd shower your lordship with my hard-won wares while you swagger about with a pocket full of gil? Life doesn't work that way, lad. Now, let's see some coin.
Interesting. Okay.
It's rubbing me blind, you know.
Mind you, she asked for this patron smoke. She had the broadsword. She had the broadsword for sale. What was I supposed to do? You got any dog food?
You're taking his side now. And after all I've done for you. All right, I can make an exception.
Gracias.
But just this once, mind. My stores are getting cluttered and I need to make room for the next shipment.
Thank you.
Thank me? Thank your dog.
Interesting. So the Arete Stone is basically a training mode, like a Street Fighter style training mode, yeah, or a Devil May Cry or Bayonetta style training mode. can see that really coming in handy later, but for now, I think we're good. Pretty cool that that's a thing you can do.
You all done?
Just transport yourself into a hyperbolic time chamber and just try out all of your new moves. That's very inventive. I enjoy it.
Leaving already, pardon?
Yeah.
It's you I'll miss the most, Lady Karen. It always is.
Don't stop you going, does it?
This should be fun.
Right.
I like his temperament. Excellent. Well, let's make for the Great Wood. No, whatever direction that is. No, wait. Let's go this. Let's go to this place.
Do you think we should go and help?
Kenneth?
Ah, a new face, and dare I hope, a willing pair of hands. The fat chocobo is a demanding mistress, and we are too few to keep her on her feet. Might I persuade you to deliver a meal or two to souls in need of sustenance?
Oh, man. When art imitates
For
life.
trouble, I can offer you the contents of my strongbox and my enduring gratitude.
Sounds like what I get paid for from Uber. I don't see why not, to be honest. Yeah, let's do it.
I don't see why not.
Marvelous. And who exactly do I have the honor of addressing?
Clive.
Clive.
Delighted to make your acquaintance, Clive. I'm Kenneth, and mine are the weary shoulders upon which the weight of this fine establishment rests. Now, I have 3 hungry customers awaiting their victuals. Take these if you would, and be careful, they're hot.
Oh no, how am I gonna do this?
Oh, meal. How long has it been? Your food.
I was hoping it might be. Well, doesn't this look fine? Thank you, lad. You're new, aren't you? Kenneth's running you ragged already, I expect. The old rascal.
Well, he did say he'd give me something for my trouble.
And so he should. We're not slaves anymore. Well met, lad. And keep up the good work.
Any more? Interesting. That turned from a pretty droll to pretty interesting interaction. Thought he was just going to be ironically serving soup.
Oh, my thanks. I hope you do not think me lazy for waiting to be served like a lord.
Maybe a little bit.
Only my former master did not use me kindly, you see. He left me half lame, truth be told. But Sid took me in nonetheless. Well, the hideaway is the home I never knew, and a mighty fine one at that.
Blood were quick to sound the retreat once Titan turned up.
Far lot of good that I couldn't.
I'd been cast out and left for dead when Sid found me. There's not a day goes by I don't count my blessings.
Oh man, Sid unites all these people? That's it. That's it. You know what that means. I basically joined. I didn't want to say it, but we all know the truth.
Well. There's so much more to farming than just seeds and soil.
Yeah. There's computers, there's crypto.
Your food.
Oh.
Just a moment. I need to finish this. I won't be a burden. I'm of no use to anyone as I am, but maybe
Fool!
master this.
All right, but see that you eat it before it gets cold.
Of course. Thank you.
That's the last one. I'd better let Kenneth know.
No. I think you're reading it wrong. See, what I said was, in that very same clip, what I said was, I'm not paying $70 for a digital game. I bought it physically. It was just in the mail. And I bought the deluxe edition. Because Steelbook. And, you know, the artwork's cool. It's you know, it's got a bird about to eat a bear, and you know, I mean, I'm being intentionally opaque here because spoilers, but it's a nice little package, and it came with a nice big cloth map and all that jazz. And you know, if you're gonna spend that much, you might as well walk away with something that you can chew on. But no, yeah, no.
If you can read, don't let Otto know. We'll put you to work on the ledgers too.
Imagine being free from slavery and choosing, having the choice to not know how to read because you don't want to work. That's crazy. Throw that man back into the fucking cotton fields, bro.
Talking about if you don't want to work, just pretend that you don't know how to read. That way I won't put you on the ledgers.
Upon their master's pleasure, but men waiting to be fed like equals.
Back into the toilets with that man.
Cornerstone upon which our little community is founded. Beyond these walls, we are scorned as slaves, speaking only when spoken to, eating only what scraps our masters deign to give us. The first hot meal here is the first many will have known. In the hideaway, we are free, truly free to speak as we please, when we please, and to eat what and when we desire. More than reason enough to trust in Sam's vision.
It did.
Now,
it did. I even went out of my way and
the contents of my strongbox are yours.
when you bought it, they were like, "Oh yeah, you can also get a shirt."
Thank you, Clive.
This man is on my shirt.
Come and visit me again, won't you?
So we've got the drip, and we've got the ostentatious Phoenix box with the map thingy, and that's a lot of biking. So that's all I gotta say. That's a whole lot of biking. It's a good game. If you saw that demo, you would understand. I think you would understand perfectly if you saw that demo. I think had you seen what I saw, which was a giant fire war beast jumping through a cavern with a phoenix sporting a British accent, flew through the cave after it, firing magic missiles.
Where to next?
Mind you, this was not a cutscene. This is completely under my control. I could see my credit card just floating over to my webcam, just being scanned. See the pre-order just.
This whole place is falling apart.
It didn't rain today. What do you mean biking in the rain? It didn't rain today. Like this entire bamboozled forecast we had this weekend, every hour on the hour, the rain just kind of got pushed back further and further and further, and it's, at least as far as I know, it did not happen. Okay, we knocked out 17 miles today. 17 miles of no rain.
We'll be needing more wood. If I step away to fetch any, this lot will be down around our ears. Ah, you there.
Woodworking without a shirt
Perfect
on, bro?
timing. Couldn't persuade you to fetch me some timber, could I?
No. Bruh. Now, they made it a point to show us that whenever you accept a side quest, there are certain types of information that is conveyed at the bottom of the screen. And in this case, we have been conveyed the information that this mission is called Make, Do, and Mend. And that it is worth 0 gil. What's he think this is? Is this a charity? You see the look on his face? Even he's like, am I really about to do this for no money? You better be giving bronze trophies or achievements. Fetch wood for the carpenter for no money?
I'd be happy to.
Look at the resignation in his voice. Oh, I'd be happy to. I'm so sad.
Takes a lot of work to keep this place standing. More than we can manage.
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot of money, does it?
It certainly looks like you've got your hands full.
Yeah, not with a shirt.
The fallen knew their craft, make no mistake, but not even their handiwork lasts forever. That's why the walls need.
Where do you even go for 17 miles? Well, depends on where you start, really. And I would say all around, mostly Lower Manhattan, Midtown, a little bit of Uptown, depending on how I'm feeling. A little bit of downtown, a little bit of LES, a little bit of UES, you know. Because if you think about the distance between places, you would say that the trip to most restaurants from your house is, I don't know, anywhere between 1 and 3 miles. So, you know, biking that distance in and of itself is a 3-mile trip. And then a 2-mile trip. And then another 2-mile trip. And then another 3 miles. And then, you know. And it adds up after a while. And then you realize you're on 86th Street. And home is 8 miles away. And you're supposed to have been done working. But it's all good.
Excuse me. The man working over by
It's a good thing I don't play games with my feet.
Ah, that'll be Jeffrey, master carpenter. Luck would have it, we've just finished cutting the timber he's after. You take as much as you need from the stack.
Thank you.
No, not at all. We appreciate the assistance.
I'm sure this will come in handy later on. At some point, this wood carrying skill I'm building right now.
Here we are. I better get this to Jeffrey, was it?
Bro, he's not even gonna carry the wood planks? Did he just like... What the fuck? Is he the Flash? Did he just vibrate the wood planks out of existence? How did he do that? Yo, show me your powers. I need that for work. Talking about, yo, move the bananas. Dairy. Banana pallet. Oh, you want me to break down Frozen? Oh my god. Give me. Show me your secrets, please.
Oh, you're back. Hope fetching that wood wasn't too much trouble.
I mean, clearly not. He didn't even have to carry it. So, I can see why they didn't want to pay me for this. Apparently how you carry wood in this world is you just put it in the shadow realm for a couple of seconds.
This will do nicely, thank you. With a bit of luck, the walls won't be falling in on us just yet.
That sounds ominous.
Oh, it's not as bad as all that. And it's a damn sight better than the alternative. We're safe, we're warm, and we're hidden. What more could we ask for?
You gotta be
Stop
warm.
fretting and take this. You've earned it. Welcome to the fold.
There's no need to
walk around.
That's not a matter of need, my friend.
Just cadavers on to the big. Stop. Because they should wonder how I acquired such great power. Get in my face. Never have those moments where you're not quite clocked in yet. You're rushing though. You're rushing to the time clock. You know you're within the grace period and you have at least 2 minutes for that overhead just in case there's a line. You're like, all right, I got this. I got this. Then somebody bumps into you and says, hey. Do you know where I can find the salmon? And the salmon's right behind him. And now you have a decision to make, you know? Don't you wish that in that moment, instead of having to decide whether or not you yeet that person out of your way and go punch in, or take one for the team and answer that question, don't you wish that instead of those two binary options, you had the option to just right out of existence, just for a couple of seconds, just let me punch in. Do you see? That's not abusing that power. That's just pragmatism. That's, you know. I did not say killing them. They just have to spend a couple of seconds in the pocket dimension, like the quantum realm. You know, come back out, be fine. Just, you know, right back in Frozen, where I left them. I'm just saying, there's practical applications for this apparent ability I have, which doesn't surprise me. You think I'm just kind of being meta here and joking around, but you missed last episode where the servants were cutting the bushes of the kingdom with magic. The servants were landscaping. The day laborers were and cutting the bushes. So it's really not that far-fetched. So trauma instead of the basic human interaction. I'm just saying instead of A and B, you have a C just in case. Like, just in case it's 9:59. Okay, no. Just in case it's like 10:04. Okay, it's 10:04, and you know you're right. Come on, you know, just need that one day. Watch. Everyone says they won't do it until they have the power, and then you just. That's all you gotta do. Anyway, we gotta head for the Greatwood. Excuse me. I'm lost. The hedges are probably he just put in her side.
There's a good girl. Hungry, are you?
Chocobos.
We eating good tonight. Ooh, look at him. This will come of no surprise to you, or anyone for that matter, but I used to love chocobos. I used to print pictures of them out and put them in my Trapper Keeper, like in the front, have like a chocobo cover and then a chocobo back. And I like print out pictures of chocobos and like make chocobos my wallpaper. And you know, have like a chocobo notebook. Play Chocobo's Mysterious Dungeon on the Game Boy Advance. And, you know, the number one question that I would get from most people who would encounter my Chocobo-themed stationery wasn't, you know, oh, cool, you know, how did you do that? Or, you know, oh, cool, you know, what was that? No, oh, did you draw that yourself? And, you know, I also drew one. And, oh, did you draw that yourself? And, no, it was like, what is that, a chicken? chicken. Video games just weren't cool enough yet, you know? Same thing happened with Psyduck. To this day, like, actually, if you add me, if you know me on iMessage, my default picture is Psyduck in front of a computer like this. But it'd be the same thing with Psyduck. Used to draw little Psyducks everywhere, and people's like, "The hell was that? A platypus?" It's like, no respect. This was the late 90s, early 2000s, so, yeah. Now people know what chocobos are, but back then, you know, Psyduck is your as it should be, as it should be. I feel like he represents our befuddled and confused generation.
Bastard blood flies everywhere.
I told you we should have taken the Crystal Road.
I told you that we're outlaws. You want every bounty hunter in Storm harrying us from here to the Holy Capital? Besides, what's wrong with a shortcut through nature's splendor?
You know, the Deadlands claim more of the realm each day. But a place like this still exists.
This is actually a swamp.
Bloodflies and all.
We'll be back in Imperial land soon.
They're called blood flies.
Never better.
He talking about nature's splendor, knowing he's standing 3 feet away from blood flies. Oh my god.
That there is a fine hound. Soon took to hunting. Fearless as you like.
It's good to have you back, Tom.
Shoutouts to Torval.
Now, we don't want to be caught in the forest after nightfall.
I suppose not.
Shoutouts to every great in-game doggo. Do we have a short list of great in-game doggos? About to open a Google Doc right over here. I'm about to open a Google Doc and we're gonna add some things to it. We gotta think about this. So Torgal is obviously at the top of this very recently made list. Okay, we got Torgal up here. Who else is a dog? Can we think of any other dogs in gaming? You know, how about the dog from Overwatch? What is it? Is it like it's like a Shiba Inu or something? We've also got Parappa, of course. Parappa the Rapper. Quintessential, top 10 game dogs. Parappa the Rapper. You know, the streets get quiet every time he drops, so... You know. Come on.
Did I mention there'd be deadly beasts? There'll be deadly beasts.
Huh.
Nothing a trained assassin can't handle, though.
Oh, they must complement the blood flies.
They must complement the blood flies. Deadly beasts and blood flies. Why did I bring my dog? The dog has attributes. No, wait, can I just, I'm sorry. And see, these are the moments where, you know, we learn as we stream, and we adjust our camera positions because I feel like I'm accidentally covering up the best part of the HUD. No, I'm kind of covering up the best part of the HUD with my back meats. Hold on a moment. I really am, because this actually needs to be seen to be believed. It's the cutest thing, and it's right behind. It's right in this corner of the screen. Yeah, you just, it has to be seen to be believed. It's gonna be right behind me in just a second. Is there a dog in The Last of Us? No. No, there is not. Thank goodness. Thank goodness there is not. Enough going on in The Last of Us without us needing a dog. But there is a dog. Oh, oof, of course, survival horror dogs. Resident Evil 4, of course. Oh yeah, hold on. HUD. Look at that. That's so cute. It's like little 8-bit representations of the of everybody in the party. It's like the little dog and Sid and Clive. Chop. Yes. Yes, add Chop to the list. Add Chop to the list. Hold on. Chop is a real one, actually. I loved Chop, by the way. I loved training him coming along on missions, his relationship with Lamar. And if you, at the time, had one of those fancy smancy smartphones, remember we're talking 2013, you could download the iFruit app onto your smartphone and train Chop from it. Take Chop on walks with your cell phone. It's goofy. But yes, definitely Chop. Boomer from Far Cry 5. I believe Fallout has a dog.
Maybe they're friendly like
Hello.
Oh, maybe they're not.
Does it look incoherent yet? Does it look like incoherent gobbledygook?
We still have a way to go.
It shouldn't, but I realize there's also a lot going on. You know, between all of the Devil May Cry looking attacks and the fact that, you know, for this Final Fantasy, you only control one character in your party, it seems, and it seems to be just the main character. You don't even get to assign secondary attacks or, you know, little strategic functions onto them like you could in, like, 12. Kind of build them out of funky little AI directions.
What in good Grieger's name is he doing this far south?
I've seen that before.
Looking for food.
In Monster Hunter.
That's where he's from. The north was one of the first parts of Storm to fall to the Blight.
Oh, sod. I'd invite him over for a cup of tea if I didn't think he'd eat the dog.
He knows. He's like, listen, it's not the Blight that's making that thing that ferocious. It will eat you. Can you run away from it?
Let's try and stay out of its path.
Let's try and stay out of its mouth. Pause. You know, how about that? How about we stay out of its bleep? I'm all for that outcome. Ooh, we do have that move.
Remember when I said that the deadly beasts? Well, the shoots in these parts are much better.
And you only think to mention this now.
This is all dash attacks, all moving thingies, all...
That's enough.
Lord.
Well, that's the undergrowth sorted. I'll take it from here.
After you.
Thank you kindly.
It's a strong one.
The ruins. They're everywhere, aren't they?
Some say there was a time they blocked out the stars.
I really wonder what civilization this might have
The
been.
only way left for them to go. There's probably a lesson to be learned from that. But it can wait. Come on. Mind your head.
I always worry when the music stops abruptly.
A wyvern.
I can see that. Doesn't have to be a friend of yours, does it?
Gotcha. Okay, I didn't see that coming. I was really into that, sorry. That was really working for me. Oh, this is absolutely saved. Of course. There's always an upload to YouTube not too long after, you know, within them Twitch guidelines. And of course, you know, we have the highlights here. I'm, of course, going to update you on how this crazy game turns out. We're loving it so far, though, as you can see. So much biking. Oh, goodness. Anyway, have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully there'll be more dog.
Must be a nest nearby. Keep your eyes open.
And less nest. Wait! Ten out of 10, game of the year. You can pet the dog. There's a pet the dog button. Genuine time and effort. I mean, I feel like this is a requirement. You know, in any game with a dog, there should be a button like that. Like, I actually mentally docked a few points from the Resident Evil 4 remake because you could not pet the dog after it saves your life in the El Gigante fight. It sits away from you on a little cliff, so you can't even go near the dog. I guess maybe people were afraid that people would try to shoot the dog or something, but I mean, you know, just put clipping on the dog, and then put a pet button right there. Just so many petting animations. Me either, Sid. Wait, are we talking about the same thing?
What is it, boy?
Why trust in your own animal instinct when you have an At
least one of us knows these woods. Thank you, Torgal.
Ah, the old squeeze between the crack in the wall trick, huh? Didn't the Final Fantasy XIV team work on this?
Well, they look not too happy. And for once, it's not our fault. This is stupid. I like wolves.
I don't think they care, Sid.
It's over. Stay down. It's over.
We did what had to be done.
Doesn't mean I have to like it.
No. No, it doesn't.
Love that they talk to each other out loud. They don't really do anything to stop the action at any point. I mean, they're little things, you know? $206. What am I waiting for? I guess we'll be waiting for that one. Actual Monster Hunter. I'm telling you, I've killed this thing before. This is like the first thing you fight in Monster Hunter World, if I remember correctly.
So much for your shortcut.
Still
but can you ride it?
But it'll be a damn sight quicker if you help me.
My thoughts exactly.
It barrel rolls.
This time.
Let's go, you stupid thing. Let's go. Oops. Alright, I messed that up. But that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. No, okay, I messed that one up too, but it's okay. It's alright. Let's go. Okay, it hit me with its ass twice. Wow.
Someone's got the hope. Where he stops, no one knows.
Can we not joke about this right now?
I doubt he'll do that again.
Not if we kill him first.
I tried to dodge that. This is entirely my fault. I'm blowing all of these dodges. Okay, so you know what the problem is? No, the problem is that I keep trying to dodge with circle because my brain is dark souling. I keep trying to dodge with circle when really circle will send me straight into the thing because that's the Phoenix dodge.
Where he stops, no one knows. I doubt he'll do that again.
Not if we kill him first. Two-step.
Not this time. Not this time.
Okay. Gotcha. Covered in countless scars, these scales tell a tale of supremacy and survival, albeit one now ended. Well, I hope I can craft something nice out of it, you know. My favorite thing in the world is just, you know, it's like the Monster Hunter thing where you just kill something and then turn its ass into a fancy hat. Just wonderful gameplay loop. Like, I can't wait to wear your nutsack as a saddlebag. How? What's up? And how are you enjoying it? Is it fun so far? Are you finding it to be very Final Fantasy or more like a high-octane anime action movie?
Come on. Stand back.
What?
You're a dominant.
I am. Aye.
I mean, we didn't get that from the lightning storm that followed him on the way into this game.
Strapping young lads. And it was this sorry sack of bones round who saw fit to home.
Sid,
That's an insane plot development.
you say you want to help dominants and bearers. But what's in it for you?
A sore throat, it looks like.
What's in it for me? The same as for all of us. What we want and deserve. Save for our knack, dominants and bearers are no different from anyone else.
Very good point.
The ability to use magic or summon great beasts should command respect, but instead is left as outcasts. Our kind are used and discarded like tools, yet we are men, so why must we die as less?
I see. So what you're saying is you want to start a war.
You flatter me, lad. But my days as a firebrand are long behind me. No, I only wish to offer our kind a choice. A place where we can die on our own terms.
Interesting. I'm feeling the haha you did. I'm feeling the allegory here. I mean, it seems like a lot of our kind are being used as, you know, pack mules and slaves and are treated like second-class members of society. And at either extreme too, there doesn't seem to be a middle ground for these people. There's either, you know, either they're worthless, you know, tools, or they're dangerous and need to be, you know, controlled or contained or slain.
Clive, what exactly do you plan on doing when you find this dominant to fight?
What do you think? I'll show him the mercy he showed my brother, and cut out the tongue of any man who tries to talk me out of it.
All right. Forest dark enough as it is.
Man, look at that view. How many points did I get from that? What? Ugh, still not enough. At least not enough to do this one thing. What do I want to do here? Oh, the close magic burst. That's cool. That's the next ability we need. Rising Flames. No, wait, I have that? Oh, wait, that's not what I meant. I have that, I have that. What's this? Summon a massive pillar of fire that burns all enemies caught within the flames while also partially restoring... That's wild. I'm glad we scanned that a little bit, you know. I see. Well, let's try it. Let's try Heat Wave out. See what comes of it. Glad I just kind of learned how to do that. I never complain about a good ranged attack, I'll tell you that much. Sid is out here just using his powers now like it's a thing to do. Oh wow, you can charge your sword while Phoenix shifting.
See that river? We follow her upstream and we'll be in Lost Wing in no time.
Wow.
In no time. Right.
Just wave force is amplified upon dispelling magic. So if a dragon shoots a fireball at me, theoretically, this should work out. If a dragon tries to shoot something at me, theoretically, let's try it. I mean, when that charges back up, of course. I did it! Okay, that's cool. Very nice. Let's go. Damn, that was a run-of-the-mill enemy. Have mercy on us. Mentally, I had that thing at least mini-boss. Little, slightly stronger flora fauna. How did he even hear that?
The Royal Scout.
Someone's far from home.
Let's follow him.
And
They're just down that way. All of them. Grieger's my witness.
excellent. We move.
I don't understand. Have I not proven loyal?
It is true my liege values loyalty above all else. But were you not quick to betray your countrymen for the promise of coin?
Yep.
Commander of Waloed's elite intelligences.
She murked this man and then blew his body away with airbending. That is so unbelievably rude. Literally shook his body off. Like she was dusting underneath her couch.
Let's get this over with then.
Oh, sweet.
At least they're not giant lizards. find you.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And now, you die!
That was wild. Hasn't gotten old yet. I know we're only like 3 hours in,
We
but
were Imperials. Well, you do look the part. Though you fight like a true shield of Rosaria, and one blessed by the Phoenix at that.
so he has the Phoenix just like his brother. I guess he wasn't as attuned as his brother. Why did he get shunned and made fun of and ostracized?
Does the other icon of fire give blessings, do you think?
No, it looks like it just gives destruction.
Believe me. And lo, the Creator did make of the elements 8 icons to serve as keepers of the one law. Not that I've ever set too much store by holy doctrine, but on that point, it's clear. Fire has always had just the one warden, as of all the rest. A new one can't be born until the previous dies, and even that can take years. The thing is, you don't strike me as a liar. Which leaves but one person who might be able to shed some light on the matter. Their in-law Swing. As are our Waluda friends, I would imagine. We should hurry before it gets dark.
But what if someone discovers the bodies?
Well, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
Does that seriously say arcade mode? That's amazing. Arcade mode? Do you want to relive all the great moments that this game will assuredly drop upon you? We've got an arcade mode for that. I love it. I just hope they dropped me a lot of points on that last one, because I'm just finna get into some more abilities. I need to peel back the layers of this combat engine. I'm enjoying it. Hold on, give me a sec. I will be right back.
So much for arriving before sunset.
Oh, I didn't realize we were this close. Any idea what that is they built the village around?
The fallen ruin. I've heard some call it an airship. Though its flying days seem to be behind it. It's a shame, that.
Do you truly think a dominant's waiting for us in that village?
My scout has never given me any reason to doubt him. Which is why I think we should hurry. Come on.
Okay. I.e. fast travel, in so many words. Or in so many words. Or louder than words. I gotta say, for a while here, we've just been, not that I'm complaining too much, but we have just been kind of running in a straight line. The RPG part of this RPG is, it's screaming a little bit. If I could make this attack faster, I would, but I feel like it's not worth the points to commit to. Excuse me. That was terrible. I'll save the points. Cool, though.
This isn't the first time I've seen one of these. Perhaps I can use them as waymarks.
It's so nice to see the Flash playing SF6 out in these streets. Whoa. Larry 391. Wow. I remember when he was Gamer LCD. This doesn't feel like a faster way to travel, to be honest.
Figures up ahead.
Are they friends or foes?
Good question. I'm gonna wager foes.
Where do they all come from?
Another step.
It's over. More were looted. Why? What is it they want?
You're welcome to ask the next ones we meet. Let me know how it goes.
I mean, you know, that last one went so well. I think they're pretty amiable. Pretty willing to talk to others and, you know, exchange information in a peaceful and cordial manner. I can't see why Sid thinks otherwise. He's just being a bit of a Debbie Downer, that's all.
No sign of the royalists.
Or anyone else for that matter. It's too bloody quiet. Even for this hour.
This song's remix is beautiful.
First we look for my scouts.
Just need to throw that out there for the record.
How do I let you know if I find him?
Good question. Shout.
Also, I think I need to move the watermark. I'm actually kind of covering up the subtitles because of Medoofus. I mean, I guess it would depend on the HUD. I'll keep paying attention to it and adjusting it with time, but how about we do that for now? Put it over in the left corner.
The village can't be completely abandoned, can it?
It'll be fine, and if it's not, I'll make it work. Right? You know, there's always a corner of the screen you can effectively hide in, I think. I can shrink like this. We can also shrink. You know, we don't have to be that large on the screen. Just trying my best here to respect the information on screen, okay?
That sounds like a child.
That must be the child.
It's all right. I'm not one of them. My friend and I, we're with the Imperial Army, and we've come to help. Do you know where your parents are?
In the church.
Then I'm going to find them and make sure they're safe. Can you stay hidden here shall then. To the church, then.
This man's gonna die if we don't get into a healer.
Enough of your barking, dog!
About time.
Stand back.
Who the hell are you?
Clive!
Thought you weren't coming.
You still alive, Gav?
Barely. Been doing what I can for the villagers, but...
I thought you were joking.
It's all right. He's with me. Is this everyone?
No, there were others. A pair of royalists came for the bearers just before you arrived.
Was a dominant among them?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
I'll give you one guess where he's going. Clive, after him.
Any word from the scouts?
Not yet, my lady, but we have the Dominant's companion. It's only a matter of time before we seize our quarry.
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have been taken to Caer Novent.
Some may still be worth keeping should the Dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will not be spoiled. I give you my word. Gentlemen, a toast! Will you join me? My thanks. To Our Lady of the Wind and the King!
Ugh. Imperials drink this piss?
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
Lady Benedicta! Imperials!
And instead of killing them, you lead the rat straight to us.
Mercy!
Look what we have here, boys. An Imperial bearer. Good. I was getting bored. Boo.
Where did...
Dance, Gerard!
What is that thing? If this means what I think it does, then Sid has to explain to me. Who's that? Sid. There's a good boy.
You've got some fight in you, even for a branded.
Clive!
Look who's here to save the day. Is this how you recruit all of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedicta.
So, Sidolphus, remind me, why was it that you betrayed your kingdom? I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
Why? Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
Lady Benedicta, we have secured the dominant.
Always something, isn't there?
And she's gone. Did she say where she was going?
No.
Then we head back to Lost Wing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav. The man has a nose for these things. Trust me. So, it wasn't about bears at all. They were looking for a dominant.
Yeah, that's right. Thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof. No offence.
When no one talked, they started rounding up everyone with a brand. And then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar, hoping sooner or later someone would break. You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
This is our home, innit? Don't mean we won't out when we can, though.
And that, I'll drink to.
Oh, come hear the tale of Lord Dion the Bold, whose tamed ones 1,000 and slain the tenfold. 100 full legions the young dragoon led, and watched as 1,000,000 foes turned tail and fled. His lance levels mountains, it spanders the deep. The skies over storm breaks for
Listen, Clive.
and should the
Revenge won't bring him back. It won't.
13 years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me. And I did nothing. But now I can. I can kill the son of a bitch. And bring peace to my brother's soul. After that, whatever happens, happens.
Fate. You're content to be its slave, then?
There's a land dying around you, sir. Can you spare me the... Oh, everything will be fine as soon as I avenge my brother. Oh, as soon as I come up to the one that killed my brother, I'll suck a Revenge is a fruitless endeavor. It is empty. You will end up empty.
A handful of cowards and cutthroats.
Okay, I gotta listen to this betrayal. Hold on.
Well, Bahamut may lead 100 full legions. Could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze? Tell me something. Why do you not resist? Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames. Yet you do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift. Perhaps you are distracted. My offer still stands. Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
Lord Margrace, don't!
I'll give you a moment to consider your options. Do be gentle with them.
Clive. Wake up. Gav's back.
One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists. The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedicta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Including the Dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
What about me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the care and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Well, when you put it that way. Suppose I better scout ahead for any surprises. Don't you let him down.
I won't. Right. Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
What you mean?
But he's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
No.
Now that's settled. Someone I want you to meet.
At this hour?
He's the owner of the tavern, and our best hope of getting a decent night's kip.
You're the kind man who saved Mummy. Thank you. You're the kind man who saved Mummy. Thank you.
You haven't much, but you're free to look. I hope it's to your liking. You can never have too many. Keep fighting the good. Haven't much, but you're free to look. Could never have too many. Here's what we agreed on. Keep fighting the good fight.
Listen, I know I can be obtuse, okay? I'm just looking for a blacksmith. They told me there was a smithy here. I've bought my things, I've sold my things, I've gotten my things back from having bought and sold my things, and, you know, now I'm kind of like, I'm in a now what? Like, what do we do now? I heard there was a smithy here. I've sold the things, I've got the gold, I've got all these, like, eagle talons and chicken feet in my inventory. How, can I put these in a sword? You know? Let me make a chicken talon medallion that gives me plus 10 attack. Then you could tell me why I've been collecting dragon toenails for the past 3 hours. You know, if it's going to give me plus 20 on, you know, attack. If it's going to reduce my charge rate, my ability recharge rate by 10%, you know, let's get it popping. Let's shave these talons down and, you know. I just want to be strong. I just want to be strong.
Quentin, my good man. It seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
What, him? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Quentin here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Sympathetic? And he knows about your little sanctuary. I would never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn him a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own dominant of fire?
A dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
Meaning you haven't?
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lost Wing. Take your brand, for example. People will see that at once. And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears.
Do you have any magic concealer, like any foundation?
As they have ever since the moment you were marked. Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma. As a favor to Sid, that is.
Oh?
Take this. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen tongues. May the mothers guide you.
This might be Imperial land, but here in Lost Wing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lost Wing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note. Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance. Your choice.
Let's see if this thing really works.
Master Quinton took a liking to you, I see. And there I was, thinking you were in bed with Sid. Wonder what Gav will have to say about this. Speaking of whom, if you see him, tell him thanks for looking after us. Now, what can I help you with?
I'm searching for a dominant of fire. Gav seems to think he might have taken refuge here.
We see a lot bearers around these parts. But I do seem to recall one who commanded the flame. Now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say.
I mean, there aren't that many magic users running around in this world, my man.
Did you get a look at him?
Yeah, I saw him. He had fire coming out of his arse.
Thank you.
Don't think he was a dominant, though. You know, most of us are fighting fire.
What? No, but you're not. But fire doesn't come out of everyone's ass. He might be a dominant. Is that a person growling? That better be the dog. Dog, what are you growling at? Do I need to hit the love button? Are you okay? Do I need to hit the love button? Let's do this. Hey. Oh, one more time. You can! You can pet the dog.
Get it, boy.
When you know your audience. When you know your audience. That's great.
That a hanged man, I see. Master Quentin must think you're important. It was a good thing you done today, getting rid of those bastards. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now, along with the others. Poor buggers.
These others, was there a dominant among them? A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think there was, anyhow. A thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of Great Grieger's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else about him?
Only that he weren't alone. Was a young maid who went wherever he did, including the church, and wherever the royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see. Thank you. I wonder if Sid's found anything.
I'll tell you one thing for nothing. That girl with the hooded bloke weren't his missus. More like his pet blooming curl, ready to pounce.
Tell me that scowl means you've got good news.
I mean, depends on your definition of good.
So, a shady lad with a hood, and his equally shady lass. Not much to go on, but... I've been thinking, if our friend is a dominant, why not just burn the royalists to a crisp? There's a reason he's holding back, and I reckon he has something to do with his partner.
What makes you say that?
One of the villagers I talked to said the two were separated. If the Waluders have her, our dominants like to think twice before starting any fires. Whoever he is, he's shown himself to have a level head. He's careful, cunning, and he doesn't want to be found. Still, it'll be a whole lot worse if we set off after them with bleary eyes and empty bellies. There should be a pair of pallets waiting for us back at the inn. Shall we?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of paranoid. You know. Last time I had the enemy in my sights and I had the chance to attack, my partner at the time said, yeah, no, we got this in the bag. Let's just get a good night's rest. You can't do this on an empty stomach. You can't do this with no rest. Hey, man, you should get some rest, you know. Don't want to be out there on the battlefield with crow's feet. Oh, you should get some rest. Arrogance, arrogance, arrogance. And then what happened? Everybody got stabbed in the ass. My brother turned into a bird, got killed by a fire demon, and now look at me. I got a tattoo on my face. My family's dead. I mean, you know, I'm not peachy. I'm not peachy at the moment. You feel me? I think we should carpe diem, you know, seize the assholes. Right by the neck, preferably. I'm petting the dog before we go to bed.
You like that, don't you?
Now, about those beds.
Beds? I seem to recall your request being to spend the night. And for that, the floor will more than suffice.
Better than a wet rock, I suppose. My thanks, Quincy. Next time you're at the hideaway, our floor's all yours.
No need for thanks, Sid. This isn't an act of charity.
You don't say.
In exchange for my floor, I shall be requiring your services. The Royalists saw fit to erect a barricade across the road south when they occupied the village, and failed to remove it when they left. I expect it to be gone before you leave.
As you wish.
I love how entrenched we are in the menial tasks of everyday, minor subterfuge and warfare. I can't wait until things start getting really epic. This is gonna seem really quaint.
First time dismantling the barricade? It gets easier, don't worry.
I won't.
If we leave now, we'll arrive at the care when the shadows are at the deepest. Unless you'd rather wait.
No more waiting. The road south then? Unless...
I know of another shortcut. You should be so lucky.
Most of us came to Lost Wing to get away from the kind of thing that happened last night. Oh, which only makes it worse.
Is there a path I'm missing here? I feel like a goofball. There's really nothing left for me in the Hanged Man, unfortunately. Not unless I can use that obelisk to fast travel out and go back to the smithy. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Let's test the RPG-ness of this RPG. Can I just say for the record, I love the way that sounds? Okay, so yeah, can I, alright, Orabelle Downs, the hideaway. Oh, okay, you can go back to the hideaway. Okay, so I can go to the smithy. I just want to see if he can make me a cool weapon, because I'm building up all of the skill. You know. Let's stretch our RPG legs where we can. Let's talk to the silent dude. He's right over here.
I see I'm busy here. What do you want?
Oh, longsword. Look at that. Look at all this Wyrite I've got and a dragon talon and a gnarled scale. Let's go. Let's dragon souls these things. Dragon souls. Let's final souls these items I've got. I don't want to do the wolfskin sash. Make it.
No scratches, right?
Unless I'm wearing it. I don't see the... Feel a little bit like a goof. Okay, so I guess I can get rid of the old longsword. That was a nice little experiment. So I did the iron belt, not the bracers. Can I equip something else? No? I feel like I sold a better, more important item by accident, like a doofus.
Well, I ain't the cook, am I? Look.
Oh wow, he's only got a quarter of the voice acting for these lines. Excuse me.
Doesn't it that the forge is the hottest this side of hell, or that it works without magic? I won't have no bearer suffering for me.
You know, I've often heard that of, no, I've often seen in real time, and I've often witnessed some pretty grueling voice sessions, and you know, as someone who never shuts up, I know you can think it's weird that I'm like constantly like popping mints and taking drinks of water throughout this entire stream, talking for long periods of time, and you know, doing things with your voice. especially if you talk in a particular way and your voice has a certain kind of meter and you use different inflections. Listen, what I'm trying to say is that talking a lot dries out your throat. And especially when you're doing an accent that's outside of your, your vocal wheelhouse, your vocal comfort zone. My vocal cords are not supposed to be doing things that Scottish people do. I'm not about that life. Not normally, anyway. So when I do that at length, especially with a dry throat, I empathize. And it gives me so much respect for, the Nolan Norths, the Steve Blums, the Troy Bakers. Hold on. I got it right here. The Ben Stars, the Logan Hannons, okay? The David Menkins. Those are some of the protagonists of this game. Them. I like what they do. They're very good.
That seal of Quinton's. You keep that close.
Oh, I love his voice.
Is there a mistrusting lot? I'd rather they didn't, well, hang you.
There's a good girl. Hungry, are you?
Alright, I feel like we're fully kitted up.
Oh, the rest can surely wait until morning.
Oh, man. That villager might be spitting, actually. How long have we been at this? 3.5 hours? Maybe the universe is trying to tell me something. I mean, that reminds me. I largely didn't change the settings because I've been using the same save file from the demo, but do I have this tuned for performance? Let's check. Yeah, it's prioritized for frame rate. I wonder about putting for graphics. Now see, this is graphics, and I'm not sure how I feel about this. Because as far as I can see, and as far as my eyes can tell, the game still has frame rate drops in this 30 frame per second mode. There's definitely a frame pacing issue that I can see with my own two eyes. Even though the frame rate overall is lower, the motion blur is overcompensating. It's not smooth. It's not a locked 30. If I'm going to have an unlocked frame rate regardless, I might as well have it unlocked and just flying into the 45 range. I don't know about... I don't know about anything else, Like, I get it, sometimes you don't get the frame rate the way you want it.
My darling, I can't bear another night.
If the Royalists were looking to take the care, they'd have posted sentries to prevent any unwelcome surprises. At least I would have.
Well, You should know.
Wrong way, friend. The village is
See, I told you.
You know what to do, boy. Sick of Torgal. There, boy. Get him.
That was great. That was great. As far as juggles after the fact go.
What are the royalists thinking? Why take a stronghold they've no chance of holding?
When they've no intention of holding it. The king is up to something.
The king?
Well, you don't think they're acting on a whim, do you? This is one of His Majesty's cunning stunts, and he sent his best to execute it.
Oh my goodness, stop!
You know what to do, boy.
I'll tell your lady you tried.
Wow. Let's keep going. Oh man.
It's over. You know what to do, boy.
Oh, that's how you do the Torval commands. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know you could manually control those bad boys. How interesting. Wow. I mean, if I have any complaint at all, it's that they're not staying alive long enough. You feel me? Torval's a little bit too good at what he does.
Much as I enjoy battering down the front door, I hazard this endeavour will require a bit more tact.
There's an old sluice that empties under the bridge. It should see us through to the lower levels of the care. Sid. We both know why I'm here. But what is it that you want? Why would you risk your life for a handful of outcasts? If anyone ever learned what you've been doing with their property...
They'd have my head in a box. But this isn't just about dominance and bearers, it's about all of us. want is to build a place where it doesn't matter what you are, but who you are. But our world isn't ready for a place like that.
Oof.
So, until it is, I'll use the power I've been given to show people there is hope.
Just doing the breaststroke through all this allegory.
So, tell me about this, Benedicta.
The best and worst decision I ever made. Don't underestimate her, Clive. A fight with her icon is not one you're likely to walk away from.
Garuda, Warden of the Wind.
So if I recall, we're just about to jump into the area right before the demo. I mean, right before where the demo ends. At least the icon quest. Now, I'm not gonna hold you. They really did give you a lot of powers you do not have in the final. But you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I almost want to say we should probably save this for tomorrow, but part of me wants to chew on this. This game is long. And it doesn't feel long. So, do we have another? I feel like we have enough time for another spot on the map.